Now, let us pay attention. Come on, everybody. Yes. See, in the case of if you look at this NO2 minus, then you will realize that nitrogen has got 7 electrons, oxygen has got 8 electrons, so 8 plus 8, 16 plus 7, 23. This is an odd electron molecule, and though we show the resonance structures for nitrogen and oxygen double bond and nitrogen and oxygen uh, coordinate covalent bond, there will be double bond between first oxygen and nitrogen. In the other resonance structure, there will be double bond between nitrogen and second oxygen, and there we can have the hybrid structure for this NO2, and this is how we get it. But still remember that there is always one electron left on nitrogen, and nitrogen, instead of achieving octet, nitrogen has got only 7 electrons left with it. And this is how, my dear students, we can understand that in NO2 is the example of a odd electron molecule. Now when we move to the next one, we realize that we go for NO2 minus. This NO2 minus has got an extra electron which is represented with red dots, which represents this -1 charge. So this -1 charge is obtained due to the extra electron which is present into the NO2 minus. So NO2 and NO2 minus are shown nearby to each other because they have just the difference of this extra electron, and that is why nitrogen has got its 2 electron and nitrogen acquires.
metal.
Hello, please do not talk. As the nitrogen attains the duplet over here, we can study the NO2 and NO2 minus very well. Now let's move to the next. We should go for carbon monoxide. The resonance structure for the carbon monoxide, you can see here, my dear students, that the resonance structure of carbon has got 4 electrons. So these 4 electrons are shared with the oxygen. Oxygen has got 6 electrons. So out of those 6, 4 electrons are given by oxygen. So the third bond, which is formed between the carbon and oxygen, for that both the electrons are given by oxygen, and this is how we can have carbon monoxide resonance structure drawn. Now we should look at the resonance structure of carbon dioxide. Generally, we can represent the resonance structure of carbon dioxide with carbon and oxygen have the double bonds, but we can even show this by making triple bond between one carbon and oxygen and single bond between one carbon and oxygen. Where we put the triple bond, this oxygen is going to acquire the slight positive charge on it, and whenever we put the single bond, this oxygen is going to acquire the negative charge on it. This positive and negative charge makes overall carbon dioxide neutral, and that is why this positive or negative charge that we represent on the resonance structures are known as the formal charge, and we are going to study more about the formal charge in detail into the next topic. Then we should look at the sulfur dioxide. You can see that sulfur has got six electrons. These 6 electrons, two are present on sulfur as a lone pair. 2 have shared with the one oxygen, and with the another oxygen, sulfur has given both the electron, and that is why you can see that same like NO2, sulfur is even make the resonance hybrid for like SO2. Like NO2, SO2 is also make the 2 resonance structures from which we can easily derive the resonance hybrid. But as sulfur has got 6 electrons with it, it is not an odd electron molecule. When we look into the SO3, you can see that sulfur makes this sulfur makes double bond with all the 3 oxygen. So sulfur shared 2 electron with one oxygen, 2 electron with another oxygen, 2 electron with third oxygen. And this is how we can draw the resonance structure for sulfur trioxide, my dear students. Then we can move to the SO3 minus 2, that is a sulfide ion. So here in sulfide ion, there will be only one double bond between sulfur and oxygen. The other oxygen acquires the minus charge because of the presence of the extra electron, which is represented with the blue dot. And then we can have the three resonance structures for SO3 minus 2 ion, from which we can easily derive the hybrid structures. Again, we have one more example of the odd electron molecule. Nitrogen has got 7 electrons and oxygen has got 8 electrons. So 7 plus 8, 15. Total 15 electrons are present. So we can represent this 15 electron as if nitrogen has got these 5 electrons. Out of those 5 electrons, nitrogen shares its 2 electrons with this oxygen, and that is how it makes the double bond here. So this double bond is present, but nitrogen has got 3 electrons left on it, which is not a complete octet, and thus here nitrogen acquires or attains the 7 electrons instead of 8 electron. The same thing happens in case of the another resonance structure that we represent. Oxygen has got 6 electron. Out of these 6 electron, oxygen shares its 2 electron. One is shared with the nitrogen, whereas 2 electrons are given by oxygen for the making of the bond, and that is how we show this double bond here between the oxygen and nitrogen. In that case, nitrogen has got 4 electrons, but still this oxygen has left 3 electrons with it, which is the lone pair, and in this case the octet of oxygen is not being attained, and this is how we can have the wonderful example of the odd electron molecule. We can even go for some of the oxides of nitrogen. You can see here that here all nitrogen and oxygen acquires their octet, and we can show two different resonance structures for N2O4, my dear students. Then we can move to the N2O3. In N2O3, two nitrogen shares their electron. So nitrogen has got 5 electron. Out of those 5 electron, nitrogen keeps 2 electron with it. It gives 2 electron for the bonding. You can see here. So 2 electron here, 2 electrons shared with this. So totally 2 plus 2, 4, and 1 electron shared with this nitrogen ion. So here you can see that this nitrogen share its 5 electron here this way. These are the 5 electrons of this nitrogen. These are the 5 electrons of this nitrogen. You can easily understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then all the oxygen share their electron equal to the electron shared by nitrogen. Nitrogen here make double bond, and here also nitrogen make the double bond. You can see easily the double bond formed here and here by both the nitrogen. But this bond is the bond where nitrogen gives its electron for making the bond, and this is how N2O3 even we can understand. We can understand about N2O5. N2O5 is even very easy to understand, that there is an oxygen between the two nitrogen. Each nitrogen share its 1 electron with this oxygen. You can see here, and the other 2 electrons which are there left with the nitrogen. One nitrogen make the double bond with oxygen with 2 electron, and for the next bond the nitrogen gives 2 electron for the requirement of the bonding. You can see here that this kind of resonance structures have once the double bond at the same time and then the double bond at the opposite side. So such structures of nitrogen are called cis and trans structures that you will study later. But this is how we can write the resonance structures for the various compounds. My dear students, if you have not understood anything, and if you have any doubt, you can ask, or we can move to the next part, which is known as the formal charge. Dear students, do you have anything to ask?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ask me. कुछ पूछना है बेटा तो पूछ लो. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, then let's move to the formal charge. We have seen that in some of the cases that we have seen some charges. For example, if you look into the carbon dioxide, we have represented these charges. These charges are not real, but they cancel out each other. And this is the kind of charge we generally see, or we generally see into the resonance structures. Such charges are known as the formal charges. So let us study about the formal charges in detail. Lewis dot structure in general do not represent the actual shape of molecule. In case of polyatomic ions, the net charge is possessed by